Prosecutors filed new briefs in the Mar-a-Lago documents case this week, where they outlined how Donald Trump attempted to corrupt his own lawyer by lying to him and trying to get the lawyer, of course, to lie to the FBI. So here's what happened. As we all know, Donald Trump had gotten a subpoena after many, many months, almost a full year of back and forth with the National Archives saying, please just give us back the documents. Trump being like, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't have what you're saying. And if I did, I still wouldn't do it. So the FBI, the DOJ, had to get involved. They send the subpoena down there. And in response to the subpoena, according to this filing from prosecutors this week, Trump told his lawyer this. When presented with a grand jury subpoena demanding the return of the remaining documents bearing classification markings, Trump attempted to enlist his own attorney in the corrupt endeavor, suggesting that he falsely tell the FBI and grand jury that Trump did not have any documents, and suggesting that his attorney hide or destroy documents rather than produce them to the government. So, the lawyer, this attorney that Trump is attempting to corrupt, is not actually mentioned by name. So we don't know which particular lawyer this is, although it is of course assumed that he's likely talking about Evan Corcoran, who kept detailed notes of everything. Those notes are now in the hands of prosecutors, and Corcoran himself has had to sit for many interviews with them. But at this time, whoever the lawyer is, they did not go along with Trump's plan to lie to the FBI. But that's okay. Trump had a workaround, according to prosecutors, and they continued. Failing in his effort to corrupt the attorney, Trump enlisted his trusted body man, co-defendant Waltine Nada, his name is Waltine? I definitely would go by Walt. In a scheme to deceive the attorney by moving boxes to conceal his continued possession of classified documents. As a result, Trump, through his attorney, again returned only a portion of the classified documents in his possession while falsely claiming that his production was complete. So this is likely where, and I don't know if you remember this story, I told it a couple weeks ago, but Donald Trump sent the lawyer down to the basement at Mar-a-Lago. He's like, hey, okay, I think I got some documents down there, so why don't you go down to the basement and do that? While the lawyer was in the basement, Trump had a locksmith come in and change the locks on a closet in his bedroom. And I'm not talking about, they just no. The lawyer gets sent away, and immediately, quickly, they bring in the locksmith, change the lock. The lawyer comes back up, and he's like, yeah, I got no documents. Oh, look at that. I told you. I mean, this is such a grand conspiracy carried out by one of the dumbest people to ever attempt to do crime that it's almost laughable. But this is what we have learned as these filings have been made by the prosecutors. And it doesn't stop there. The prosecutors continued. The obstructive conduct even persisted from there. In June 2022, knowing that he had arranged for Nada to move boxes to conceal them from Trump's attorney, and knowing that the government had subpoenaed the security footage that would reveal the surreptitious box movement, Trump, now joined by not only Nada, but also co-defendant Carlos de Oliveira, attempted to have the information technology manager at Mar-a-Lago delete the video footage that would show the movement of boxes. So he tried to hide it from his lawyer. He tried to destroy the evidence before the government could get their hands on it, even though the government had already subpoenaed that evidence. Again, I hate to say this so many times, but I swear to God, if this were in front of any other judge other than Judge Eileen Cannon, this trial would have been over months ago, folks. We don't need weeks and weeks of trial for this. This is a segment on Judge Judy, like 10, 15 minutes, maybe. Open shut. We know all of this. We have the witnesses. We have the notes. We have the security footage. We have Trump with the smoking gun himself, the documents in his possession. He freely admits he had them. If it was in front of any judge that was not named Eileen Cannon, this trial not only would result in Trump being convicted, but it probably would have been over about 6 months ago.